Acknowledged. We'll clear the sky for him. Werewolf flight to Mollet 1. How are you reading this?
Bravo. You had your own. Sure, I have a tail.
Fox 2.
Compared to the rest of the series, this game isn't the top of the line, but I still think that they could have done a lot better of a job. Dogfight mode is very interesting. The first mission that you get into using it, it's actually pretty cool, and you think like, damn, like the entire game is going to be like this is going to be awesome, and then you start to realize, wow, this is the entire game. Dogfight mode sucks. Now dogfight mode, the thing about it is that during the game they pull you into the targets, and unless you're just really bad at the game, or unless you get at a really bad angle, or unless that you just completely suck at the game, or you're not even playing at all, not even touching the controller, that is possibly the only way you can mess up dogfight mode in this game. Not to mention, it makes the missions and the fights very boring, even on the hardest mode they have. The camera angle in this game, they sometimes put you on a bad angle, but you soon just get around on their ass and end up destroying them, and then the mission becomes easier and easier as you tend to use dogfight mode every mission. And let's just say you are that bad player, the guy that just puts down the controller, the guy that might go warm up his food during a mission and forget to press pause. It still doesn't matter, because once you get back to that controller, you can go right back into dogfight mode, because somehow the game just brings you and attracts you right back into dogfight mode. So then you just pretty much end up destroying the hell out of your enemy. And it's not even the fact that you only have to use your ammunition in the game. You can use your missiles, which pretty much turn into like this giant super missile nuke that just completely obliterates the plane in front of you.
Firing.
It's such a downside because it makes the game so boring. It makes the game dull. It makes the game, there is no added challenge aspect of the game with dogfight mode. So that's pretty much all the slander I have. Assault Horizon isn't that bad of a game. I still think that they could have done a lot better of a job executing this whole dogfight mode, or maybe just not even including it at all. Especially with the other missions in this game, including the chopper and the gunner. It just becomes super competitive, boring, there is no character development, and all around the game could have been a lot better. I think it had a lot of potential. I think that they could have done a lot more with it, but it's just the way that they executed it. Now let's just say they somehow try to bring this into Ace Combat 7. Let's just say that would be a terrible idea. Oh god. But let's just say theoretically they do that, right? In some forsaken way, they somehow bring this mode into Ace Combat 7. I think that they could fix it, but then again, I don't really know how you can fix something that's already broken. It makes the game way too easy. There is no challenge, and I don't even mean to be that guy where I think it's too easy, but it's honestly a child's play. Anyone could play this game, your old man could play it, and it wouldn't even matter. He could beat the game in days, in a couple of hours. It doesn't even matter. Okay, not in a couple of hours, because the missions are super drawn out, which is another thing. But aside from all the slander, I still think that they could have done a lot more with the mode, and I still think that it's not entirely all bad. Maybe if they just use dogfight mode here and there, maybe on a boss as a finisher move or something. And I think that it would have been cool maybe as a cutscene mode every once in a while, where you would have to get into a cutscene and then just like easily destroy someone. After this entire dogfight that you just went through, you just went hell and back defeating some boss, right? I think that they could have implemented this in a better way. I think that they could have used this a lot less in the game, which would have made it better for many different reasons. Needless to say, it's not an amazing game at all, and I don't mean to rib on anyone that actually likes the game, because for a moment I did give it a chance, and yes, I kind of did give dogfight mode a chance, and at one point I actually did like it, I'm sorry to say. Once again, I'm just a filthy casual Ace Combat fan. What do you expect? I did kind of think it's cool, but the replay value just isn't there, especially with the lack of everything there is in the game. There's just no reason to go back and play something that I would be dreading for my entire experience. I can definitely say that Ace Combat took an L on this one, but hopefully Ace Combat 7 learns from their mistakes in the past. I really hope dogfight mode doesn't become a thing in Ace Combat 7, but I also think that they could have implemented it in maybe a different way. Aside from my needless slander, I want to go ahead and hear your opinions in the comment section below. Do you guys like dogfight mode, or do you hate it? I'd love to know what you think. Maybe a lot of people have different opinions, maybe people like it for different reasons, and maybe they're just a filthy casual like myself. And with all that being said, thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys then.